Hey everybody, it's that time again, time for Darrell's Monday Market Report. And again, as I usually do every week before we get into the numbers, I don't know if you know, but interest rates, I think I talked about it last week, interest rates are back to almost pre-pandemic lows again. But the other side of that is that new home sales fell off in June. So what's that mean? Also, today, federal court said that the moratorium that was imposed by the CDC was not lawful. So it looks like that July 31st deadline for the forbearance looks like that's the end of it. I've been talking about this for several weeks now, actually since about March or so. What does this mean for potential shadow inventory? And by that I mean that there's people that have gotten behind on their homes. If the economy takes a turn for the worse, they lose their job again, have a reduction in hours, reduction in income. Those homes that were behind on and they got loan mods. In Texas, the foreclosure process can start on day 61. So there's that potential out there. There's like 2.2 million homeowners that did loan mods. So we don't know what's coming. Not saying it's going to in Texas, but just something to keep in mind. So now here we go with the numbers this week. We have 1,177 properties either new to the market or sold this week in Collin County in the last 7 days. That's up 20 from last week. Not a big number, but it's almost time for school to start. Here in Collin County, depending on where you live, it starts anywhere from the 11th to the 16th from what I see. So this week in Collin County, we had 392 properties hit the market or had a price change, 282 that went under contract. We had 194 that went pending and 308 that sold. So you can see, again, those numbers overwhelmingly indicates any new properties that came on the market in the last 7 days. In Allen, 38 new properties hit the market and had a price change. We had 26 that went under contract, 16 that went pending, and 29 that sold. So it's just smoking hot. Allen, of course, we're a little smaller city, about 100,000 or so. 109 properties again this week, 3 weeks in a row in Allen, so for either new to the market or sold. Just a little stat, since Allen's one of my favorite cities. In Lucas this week, we had 6 new properties hit the market or had a price change. We had 2 that went under contract, 2 that went pending, and 3 that sold. So again, not enough inventory to replace what is gone hitting the market. So if you're thinking of selling anywhere in Collin County, it's still a good time as a seller for a buyer. We're kind of seeing a shift. It's becoming less number of offers per listing is what I'm seeing on my end. That's not saying you're not going to have to pay over list price, but there's less offers coming in. So we're probably teetering on some kind of shift, not saying a buyer's market, but a shift to more balance. And that would be good for all the market. Let's hope that comes. Parker this week, nothing new to the market. We had 3 that went under contract, 1 that went pending, and nothing that sold. So Parker, if you're thinking of selling, no new competition in the last week. In Fairview, we had 3 new properties hit the market or had a price change. We had 4 that went under contract, nothing went pending, and 3 that sold. And now we're to the point where I go every week, the top 3 markets in all of Collin County. Mckinney's number 1 again this week at 266, Plano at 229, and Frisco at 213. And the reason I think Frisco's there, a lot of new construction, higher price point, and it's not that there aren't expensive homes in Plano, because there are any new construction there is $1 million plus. But just tells you where most of the activity is occurring. So Plano this week, 73 new properties hit the market or at a price change, and look at this, 72 went under contract. So that wiped out anything new that came to the market. 25 new properties went pending and 59 sold. McKinney, we had 81 new properties that hit the market or had a price change. 69 went under contract, 43 went pending, and 23 that sold. Sorry, 73 that sold. My mistake. Frisco, 74 new properties hit the market or had a price change this week. We had 46 go under contract, 24 that went pending, and 69 that sold. Even though Frisco was number 3, it was number 2 in the number of properties that sold in the last 7 days. Just an interesting stat. Melisa, 18 new properties hit the market this week. Wow. Had 4 that went under contract, 15 that went pending, and 10 that sold. So still not enough inventory to make up for what's already under contract or sold. In Princeton, 9 new properties hit the market or had a price change this week. 6 went under contract, 4 went pending, and 10 sold. Wylie, we had 25 new properties hit the market or had a price change this week. We had 16 that went under contract, 11 went pending, and 19 that sold. And Anna, only 1 new property hit the market or had a price change. So Anna, if you're thinking of selling, not much competition in the last 7 days. We had 8 go under contract, so that definitely wipes out everything. 2 that went pending and 10 that sold. Lavon, 7 new properties to the market this week or had price changes. Only 1 went under contract, 2 went pending, and 2 sold. Farmersville, we had 6 new properties that hit the market or had a price change. We had 3 that went under contract, 1 went pending, and 4 that sold. So you can see there, those numbers alone wipe out anything that comes to the market. And Farmersville is a small market, but still great time to sell there. Van Alstyne had 13 new properties hit the market or had a price change. Only 1 went under contract, 9 went pending, and 5 that sold. So I hope you're finding this information useful. If you want to know about what's going on in your neighborhood specifically or another area, feel free to reach out to me. I'm busy right now, so it's kind of hard to create other new content, but if there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to do new content. I enjoy it. All my contact information's at the end of this video. You have a great week. Talk to you soon. And we are having summer. Welcome to our second 100-degree day of July. Hope it cools off and that we get some rain soon. See you next week.